Hello, it's Monday. I'm Austin Adamson. Welcome to Monster Mondays. This week I'm playing Bloodborne on PlayStation 4. It's a difficult action RPG if you're unfamiliar with the series. It's from the creators of the Souls games, so Demon Souls, Dark Souls, and Dark Souls 2, the developer from Software. I'm going to load up the chat here, in case you're watching, chatting, asking questions. So I'm picking up from my save. I've been playing this a little bit. This is my first Souls game, so I kind of wasn't sure if I was going to get into it. I played Dark Souls a little bit. I played Demon Souls a little bit, maybe like an hour or two each, and just didn't fall in love. So I didn't play it for much. But for whatever reason, this one grabbed me. So let me get the chat going. So these are my stats. So you can tell I'm on level 69 right now. So if you're afraid of spoilers, there's definitely going to be some late game areas. Hopefully a boss fight or two. But I'm just picking this up. Not quite sure where to go next. So this is kind of the overworld, the hub world. One of my biggest problems with this game is actually the load times, which you'll see here. So yeah, let me pick up the chat. Got the chat over here, so if you have any questions, just let me know. Yeah, this is a PlayStation 4 exclusive title. Just like Demon Souls was originally for the PS3. So this is right after an area where I fought a very difficult boss. And I'm using this, what's this weapon called? It's called the Saw Cleaver. And I might be able to level it up, but we'll do that one in a little bit. We'll check out some stat stuff. And so each weapon has like a transformation. So you know, when it's shorter here, it does quicker attacks, closer range. Yeah. So you can also see how it just depletes that green bar, which is stamina. So yeah, I just beat a boss, and I think I might be towards the end of the game. I'm not entirely sure. They don't really tell you how long it is. So I probably won't be able to show you a boss, just because I won't be able to get to it. Let's try it. It's a very unforgiving game that rewards kind of skilled playing. You don't have to. It's not necessarily difficult, as it is just unforgiving. So you really have to play the game differently from most action RPGs, where you're paying very close attention to the enemy's attacks and dodging out of the way. And it's something I'm not great at. It's not how I usually like to play the games, but when you kind of get in the groove and learn the enemy's attacks, and then are able to pull off, you know, combos and avoid getting killed, it's really a rewarding sensation. See at the top there, I've got blood vials 0, which are your health potions, and I've also got 20 bullets. So this is kind of what differentiates Bloodborne from the other Souls games, as you have a gun, but I'm not spec'd in a way that it's very useful to do damage with. Instead, It's used to kind of stun enemies, like a shield would do in a Souls game. It looks like it might be a little dark on the stream, so I'm gonna see if I can bring up the contrast. I've got the backlighting here on the camera to match my character here in the game. I'm dark and got green hair. See if I can. Yeah, so I'm wearing dark clothes. Got the green glow. Pretty dumb. But let me see if I can change the brightness here. Let's see if that helps on the stream. So as you kill enemies, you earn blood echoes, which it's a kind of currency that is used to level up your character. So I have 7,485 blood echoes. And it looks like the brightness did help. Okay. So you have this kind of charge attack, which I'm going to try and show on this enemy. It does more damage, but it's got that wind up. Oh, and these enemies drop these weird snake leeches. You can see when I get hit, I get an orange meter, and I've got almost a vampiric attribute on my attack. So while that orange meter is there and I'm doing damage, I can refill it with health. Not doing so great. This guy usually drops some kind of good consumable. Bloodstone chunk, which is used to upgrade weapons and stuff. Okay, let's see where we are. Oh, that's right, we got a lantern right here, which I'm going to use to show you a loading screen. Yeah, I was having trouble with the getting the DualShock 4 to work earlier. It just didn't want to take a charge or sync with my PlayStation, but I was able to get it with a different USB cable, and it worked fine. So I need a blood rock to upgrade my saw cleaver again, but I can upgrade the this pistol here. So now it's a +7, but I need 2 more bloodstone chunks. You can modify your memories. These are kind of just passive abilities. So I have a like XP gain and slow and frenzy resistance right now. And then you can do similar things with your individual weapons. Like each weapon, or my primary weapon has 3 sockets. For upgrade modifiers, you can add like poison effect or slow effect. I've just been looking at the ones that give me the most physical attack boost for now. I'm trying to play this as at least to start as simple as I can manage, because there's a lot to this game and it's not explained in the kind of the. There's no real tutorials. Let's go to one of the earlier areas so I can show you some of the other enemy types and maybe get some blood vials while I'm out here. Yeah, again, probably the only downside, or the only thing I just don't like about this game is the load times, and you have to kind of travel back to that hub world to travel to another lantern. So instead of going to a lantern and having all the fast travel locations available, like right here, my only option is to return to the hub world and then, you know, choose the lantern I want to. So you're, you know, stuck with a probably over a minute of load times, which is it's a little frustrating. So these are all weaker enemies here. So I'm pretty overpowered for this area. Probably gonna one-hit kill everything, but at the beginning of the game, these enemies will mess you up in 1 or 2 hits. But I need some blood vials, and they've gotten pretty pricey since I'm a high enough level. That other number you see underneath my blood echoes is insight, which is another form of currency that I've been told is used a lot in PvP, but I haven't found much use for it myself. I haven't done any of the PvP stuff or the co-op. So I've just used it to buy some armor. The clothes I'm wearing, or the armor I'm wearing right now, is just kind of spec towards attack. But there's some different options for, you know, like poison resistance or frenzy resistance again. So if you're in an area where there's a group of enemies that are out to get you, out to poison you, it's pretty good to spec accordingly. Okay, so let's kill these 2 trolls down here. I could probably take them both on at the same time. That's right. So maybe this isn't the best way to show off the game, but because it makes it look easier than it is. So I will get a couple more blood vials here and kind of jump back to that area where I left off. It's a good looking game, like a lot of detail in the textures and in the enemy design. Like the skybox here is really nice, the lighting. There are some frame rate issues I've encountered mainly in boss fights, especially when there's a lot of blood effects on screen. Okay, that's weird. I think I should have sent that boulder down. There we go. And this game is full of traps like that, where if you don't know they're coming the first time, you're usually gonna get hit by them unless your reflexes are, or you're looking in the right spot at the right time. That one, it's not too bad to escape. Oh, might have to use a blood vial. Not good. Counterproductive to have to use a blood vial to farm blood vials here. These little silhouettes are, I think they're just other players playing in the same area. I can't interact with them, they can't interact with me, but you know, they're doing their thing. There's a way, which I haven't messed with, that I guess will bring them into my world. Let me try. Let's see if I can get a couple more blood vials. Show you off a couple more environments here. See, all these worlds are, or all of these areas are connected in a really cool way. And most of the time there's a shortcut. So there'll be a long stretch that you'll have to traverse and fight enemies, and it'll be pretty tough probably the first couple times. And then you'll find a shortcut that lets you skip a bunch of those enemies, because while they don't respawn most of the time while you're still alive, if you die or, you know, enter that hub world, they're... it doesn't look like there's anything I want to fight over here. If you enter the hub world, everything gets reset. You know, the enemies come back to life, and yeah. So let's hop back in the hub world. Load this for 30 seconds. Get to the hub world. I probably don't have enough to definitely don't have enough to upgrade my character, but I can repair my main weapon. It doesn't look like your pistol, or at least my firearm, never gets damaged. And then let's hop back to I believe this is where I left off. And loading screens. There's also some audio stutterers that I've noticed in a couple of areas, but it's not too distracting. Okay, so this is where I left off, and I have no idea what it is that's stabbing me with these, I don't know, frenzy arrows. You'll see that these enemies, when they damage me, it's for a lot more damage than in that first area. Ugh, and these stupid eel slugs. So some of the cameras were like, look at how much damage those things are doing to me, and they're so tiny. I gotta play it a little smarter if I'm gonna get by. So yeah, there's something, I'm not entirely sure what causes those oh crap, mistimed that. And then more of these creeps. Okay, so your stamina depletes quickly, but it also recharges quickly, so as long as you back off. You can see that fury meter, or frenzy meter, is what's building up there. I almost died. Couple potions, I'll be back to good. Back to good as new. So whatever's attacking me with those needles is also attacking this guy. Maybe I can go this way and find out what it is. So yeah, like, especially on these guys, the lock-on is not very good. So a lot of my swings don't even connect. So there's this View Spectre tombstones that are around here, and for whatever reason they don't always work, but when they do, it lets you see a red silhouette of someone's final moments alive. And there's also little notes people can leave on the ground that say, like, oh, treasure's ahead, or look out, it's a trap. So I'm trying to figure out what is attacking me. It seems to just be that tower is filling me with frenzy. So we're probably just going to try and get to that tower. And let's see if I can clear this area of enemies so I can also look for items. Ugh, he got me. Not good. And just like that, dead. So all of those enemies I had just slashed my way through are alive again, and all of my blood echoes, my experience, has been lost, with the chance to recover it if I can do it on my next life. So as long as let's see, let me see, just try sprinting through, because running is often a valid option. Well, not in this case, when I'm just gonna die. This must be the final area of the game, because it's extremely challenging. Just in the amount of damage that the enemies do, and they don't seem to drop any blood vials, any health potions. So now all those souls that are blood echoes that I had lost earlier are just gone. Just gone. Can't get them back. Gone for good. So I'm gonna stay back here. Okay, that's the first time I've ever seen that guy blow fire. I've had the lightning attack used on me, which is pretty intense, but alright. So I'm gonna try and wait for these worm things. Ugh, see, that's, some people will tell you that's part of the game. The stuff like poor camera lock or getting trapped into a corner, like it's your own fault for dying. But I'd like that to be a little more refined. Let's try going this way. I've actually never been this way, and it looks like there's fewer enemies. Okay, so we got two of them here. Two tall dudes. I've got some... Dang it. Didn't mean to push that. Got some items I can use. I've not had much luck with the pungent blood cocktail yet. It's supposed to attract enemies. Oh, well, that's how that works. Okay. Okay, cool. Right off the edge. Great. Well, I'm gonna book it right directly to the right this time. Let's see if I can get to an area that I can make something of. Oh, here's a note. So here's something that, beware of bolt. Yeah, well, that's that thing that keeps stabbing me here. And to be honest, I'm not sure what happens when your frenzy. So those are my old blood echoes. I'm not sure what happens when you reach your frenzy level. Except usually I just die. So I'm just gonna run past these guys. Time for nightmares. Okay, those guys are just getting killed by something. And I might get credit. Because, yeah, when things die... Oh, device is not currently operatable. Dang it, this is the shortcut. You must accept fall. Unknown thing is effective. Time for levers. So, there's a lot of this kind of misdirection. You must accept fall. So they're saying you just have to fall and it'll work out. It's got 19 appraisals. I mean, I can always run back here and get my blood echoes, or I don't have that many, so let's just... Oh, nope, dead. Yeah, great. That's what I thought. It looked like it was an elevator section that I have to unlock from a different way. I don't even need to go get those blood echoes. Probably isn't worth my time, since I need probably close to 20,000 to level up one attribute. So let's just make a run for it. So you'll notice sprinting does deplete my stamina as well. But, like I said, it recharges fairly quickly. And then these guys are slow and lumbering, and they don't like to bother me if I don't really bother them. Okay, so I have been in this room. It's a good, I really like the layout of these enemies. And you can target these with your gun here. And if my my stats were high enough in firearms, it would be really simple just to kind of burn through them one at a time. If I walk too close, they will jump down. Don't be fooled. I'm out of here. So yeah, I've killed those guys before, and they don't give me anything good. So this is as far as I've gotten. This guy is really tough. Like, I just died. I don't know exactly what killed me. Oh. So I'm gonna try a couple attempts of wiping out the spiders and finding out how to kill this. I think he's another hunter like me. There are ways to get invaded by other players, but I don't think I've experienced it yet. Not entirely sure how those systems work. Like I said, this game is, oh my god, intentionally obtuse and kind of mysterious in a lot of its mechanics, and that's part of the appeal. Like learning a system, or finding a hidden path, or realizing that certain types of attacks are better against certain enemies. It's really cool. And the closest thing you have to kind of a tutorial are these notes that other players leave, which could be helpful or they could be hurtful. Usually this guy doesn't follow me in here. Let's see if I can take him out. So yeah, when it's one-on-one, it's really easy. You just watch their attacks and step out of the way. He didn't give me anything. I don't have very many blood vials. That was not what I wanted to do. Let's see if I can take these spiders out one at a time. Because these spiders are easy to get one at a time. Okay, apparently my bullets are not in range of that spider. Maybe this big one. Well, that's just great. That's Bloodborne. Well, I'm gonna see if there's any other areas that I can explore. Maybe get some better items, some better gear, level up. Because I'm not so sure this is the right path. It's completely open. I guess there's a main line, a main thread of enemies that you're supposed to encounter, but there are a lot of varying paths to take, and they're not all, most of them aren't obvious. So let's see, Church of the Good Chalice. I'm not sure I know what that is. Oh, you know what? That's probably where I got that one of the bosses here. Just a lot of loading screen. Yeah, I fought a boss in this room. Dang it. And I don't think there's anywhere else for me to explore in it. Yeah, a lot of the environments are kind of like this, in stone buildings and tall buildings. There's like a jungle area or a forest, kind of swampy. Let's see if there's any place that I missed. Then there's these little critters. Yeah, some strange enemy types here. They're trying to poison me. But it doesn't look like there's anything for me here. Because I cleared out this area pretty thoroughly. And there's stuff like objects, items, consumables, and kind of unique items that you can find in these different areas that are either required to progress in the main storyline or just help strengthen your character. So let's look at that loading screen. I'm actually going to go to the probably the area that I hate the most, because I know that there's some stuff I missed there. In the unseen village area. And this is the only area in the game that I know of where enemies will just respawn like on a timer almost. So every 30 seconds you're gonna have all the bad dudes respawn. Okay. Again, this was where our boss was. But let's go backtrack a little bit. Because I was at the point where I kind of just ran to the boss. Might have missed a bunch of... oh, whoa, enemy pop in. That's weird. I haven't seen that before. So yeah, sometimes... oh, jeez. Okay, these guys... I didn't know they had projectiles. Okay. So yeah, sometimes if you can get behind an enemy and do like the charge attack, you'll stun them, and then you can do kind of a really strong attack. Not sure if the chat just broke or if the stream's still good. But if it looks broken, just say something in the chat. Okay, there was an item over here that I missed. No, that's right, these aren't items. These are weird, like, burning things that hurt me if I touch them. Well, it looks like things are maybe a little choppy in the stream. If it's a little laggy for you, just let me know. I'll try and fix it, but it's probably my phone. Oh, and that killed me. Are you kidding me? I mean, that's kind of Bloodborne. A boring look, since I didn't get to any boss fights, but I liked it more than I like Dark Souls or Demon Souls, mainly because you can play